good morning to you. So this is my first YouTube video in a long time. What I would recommend you do is just read what this channel is about, and then I'm just going to crack on because I don't really want to spend more than 5 minutes right now a day or whenever I can put up a video in discussing this, because really what I'm about is a way of life, and that means it's what I do every day, the action I take, rather than just what I'm saying on this screen to you. And therefore I'm going to just give you information that I know has had a profound effect on my life and who I am, so that you can adopt some of these if they fit in with your own way of thinking. So the very first thing I want to talk about, and I believe is the most important, is sleep. Sleep, I'm just going to explain how it has worked for me and how I sleep. So the first, how and when I sleep. So the first thing is I am asleep well before 10 p.m. most nights, and I wake up naturally without an alarm, no alarm, at 4 a.m. Or between 4 and 6 a.m. each morning. It's profoundly important. Now, I'm very consistent in doing this, and since doing this, since sleeping in this way, not only has my mind awakened, because I think with clarity now, so much more clarity, I also find that my quality of thoughts and my sense of reasoning, it's a different type of reasoning, not what you would think as your everyday logic and reason, but there's an inner reasoning that I know now comes from my maker, from God, from our creator. That has sharpened to such a high degree that the choices that I make in life tend to be very sound choices, albeit it may not always appear so. I'm able to trust those choices because of my way of life, and the first part of that is sleep, the most important part. Now, if you want to find out a little bit more about sleeping, I would suggest that you do your own research, just like I did. I've spent many years in researching and understanding from various different sources on how to sleep, even though it's kind of common sense now after I've done the research. So anyway, there's 2 books I want to share with you. The first one is Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep. Not because it's the best book on sleep, it's because this book is on my shelf and I have read it, most of it, in different bits. There are hundreds and thousands of books, I'm sure, but at least it'll give you an idea. There's some very good points that Dr. I think it's Professor Walker makes. You can also find him on YouTube. He has held a lot of interviews. Podcasters have interviewed him, so he's got some really sound advice, so have a listen. I don't agree with everything, but a lot. The other one I think is very good is The Circadian Code by Dr. Sachin Panda, and in this one he talks about the circadian rhythm. So that's the day and night cycle, so living in alignment to nature and nature's principles, and waking up with the sun and sleeping as the sun sets. Of course, it's different depending on where you live. It's not always possible this way. I'm in the UK, so you have to use your own common sense and judgment and reasoning when I'm talking about this kind of thinking and way of being and this kind of sleeping. But what I can say is that since I have been consistently sleeping in this way, in fact, I wake up before dawn. I never wake up with an alarm, and I sleep. I start to fall asleep as the sun starts setting. No matter where I am in the world, I start falling asleep as the sun sets, and it has had a profound effect on my health and on my way of life. Yes, it does mean that I don't go out socialising in the evening, but here's a strange thing. I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to, because the positives that have come out of it are beyond comprehension. And I don't want to lose that. I feel more human than I have felt ever in my life over the last 10 years. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. And doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, what your health marker is. The video is to make you aware of the profound impact sleeping at the right times has. And if you can work towards doing that, then you'll be doing a fine thing for yourself. Enjoy your day till next time.